Nellie Malinek lost her husband to cancer. She lost her son to an overdose. And then she lost her home to One West Bank. She says she pleaded with the bank to work with her so she could save her home. But she says they did not listen. Now she's worried about what that bank's former CEO could do to the economy.
One thing I'll never get over my son's death.
Nellie Malinek's son, Joseph, died of an accidental overdose in 2011.
My baby.
It devastated her emotionally and also financially. That's because Joseph was living with her and helping pay the mortgage on her home in Ruffsdale, Westmoreland County. The house was built by her late husband and their two sons more than 30 years ago. She asked One West to help her keep the house by adjusting her payment, but she says the bank refused and foreclosed on her. Was that hard to take?
Oh yes, difficult, very difficult, especially what I was going through with my son. They should have worked with me to need a payment that I could make.
Nellie filed bankruptcy, but even that could not save her house. What's going through your mind when all this is happening?
A lot of depression.
She has plenty of company. This house in White Oak, 2014. This one in North Versailles, 2013. This house in Penn Hills, 2012. And this one in Pittsburgh, 2011. All of them foreclosed on by One West or a subsidiary, while the bank was run by Steven Mnuchin, President-elect Trump's pick for Treasury Secretary.
Mr. Mnuchin ran a foreclosure machine at One West.
Paulina Gonzalez heads the California Reinvestment Coalition, which has documented One West's track record nationally. In one case, the group studied foreclosures on reverse mortgages, which primarily go to the elderly. All these Pittsburgh area homes foreclosed by One West in 2011 had reverse mortgages. The coalition found One West held 17% of all reverse mortgages nationally, but the company was responsible for 39% of all reverse mortgage foreclosures.
It calls into question the practices of this bank. And again, are they callously foreclosing on seniors? Are they cutting corners? If they're foreclosing at twice the rate that they should be.
Mnuchin refused our request for an interview. His spokesperson says some government reports show One West forgave delinquent borrowers more often than bigger banks, and that One West had an extremely low error rate. Spokesperson Tara Bradshaw says anyone who attacks Steven Mnuchin over his track record in saving the homes of delinquent borrowers either doesn't understand the facts or has a blatant political agenda here. But Action News Investigates found some instances in western Pennsylvania where One West was sued because of errors it allegedly made. In one case, a Venetia homeowner said One West violated federal law by hounding him and making false and misleading statements by demanding money he did not owe. The case was settled. In another case, an Oakmont homeowner said One West called him 56 times over 2 months, causing emotional distress and a blatant disregard of the law and the orders of this court. That case was also settled. As for Nellie Malinek, she voted for Donald Trump. But now she's having second thoughts. If you had a chance to talk to Mr. Mnuchin, the former CEO of One West Bank, what would you tell him?
Well, I would tell him, you know, there's many, many more people like me that he has dealt with. And, you know, you got to have a heart.
Mnuchin left One West last year after it was taken over by CIT, another bank. Mnuchin walked away with $10.9 million in severance pay. His track record at One West is expected to come under the microscope when the Senate holds hearings on Mnuchin's appointment as Treasury Secretary. Paul Van Osdol, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.